MSA Center Stage, talking with Upper St. Clair senior lineman Brandon Ford. Tell us the story about the tooth that you lost tonight.
Well, I was born, I wish I had a cool story for it, but I was born without it, and I had a fake one in there, and it just popped out tonight.
That going to be a costly loss for you?
We'll have to talk to my mom and see what's going on.
How did you feel about this first game of your senior year?
To be honest with you, it's surreal to be a senior already. It's something I've come through the process. Watching the seniors, and to come out with a win like this, is huge. A hard-fought win against a good team. Penn Hills is traditionally a good team, and especially team that beat us last year. I think it's a great way to start off the year. And there's definitely room for improvement.
What have the coaches said to you about your responsibility as a senior leader?
Definitely, just like anybody else, I'd say, lead by example. Teach the younger guys how we do things. Things I remember most from my days as a younger player, the seniors that picked me up when I was down, didn't yell at me, and those kind of things. Try and pass it on to the younger guys.
Is there much of a good-natured hazing process that goes on in a high school football situation?
I don't think it's much anymore. I think that one good thing that we have as a team right now is we're all pretty close. There's a level of respect, but there's also closeness. So, we have younger guys on the field, and I think that helps us gel when we're out in the field.
Well, in the game against Penn Hills, Dom Sapulio goes for an interception. He's a 10th grader, right?
Exactly, yes, sir.
What was the feeling among the team for a 10th grader to have one of those?
Absolutely exciting. And, it's obviously exciting when anybody scores, but, when somebody, an underclassman steps up and makes a big play that changes the game, I think it's awesome.
You have one other sibling, right?
Yes, sir.
A brother younger?
Yes, sir.
Is he a football player?
He is.
What's his name?
Holden Ford.
And named after Holden Caulfield?
He's actually not. My mom just liked the name. So I get that question a lot.
Do you? Well, yeah. It would seem to be a natural one.
Yes, absolutely.
So he's going to play football.
Yep.
What position is he? He's not as big as you.
No, he's a DB receiver, actually. I'm the outlier in my family. My dad was an outside linebacker. My grandfather was a running back. And here I am.
Brandon Ford joining us on MSA Center Stage. How difficult was it to make the Pitt decision to go to school there and play football there?
Zero difficulty. I'm sorry. Pitt was the perfect storm of everything that I wanted: academics, athletics, and tradition. In addition to being so close to home, I think that it was almost a no-brainer.
Did you start the conversations about Pitt with the former coach?
Yes.
And how difficult was that transition? Was that okay?
Yeah, I was initially offered by Coach Christ, and even with that, I love Pitt. I was ready to actually commit to Coach Christ until he left for Wisconsin, and I actually thought that I wouldn't ever like Pitt more. And when Coach Narduzzi came, I would just prove myself wrong. I think that he's brought a whole new energy and a whole new attitude to the program, and he's revamping everything, and it's just a whole new Pitt. It's awesome.
Before we wrap up, you've lost a tooth, you lost hair. I understand you donated your hair to charity?
Yes, sir, I did. I donated to Locks of Love.
What made you want to do that?
Well, I've had two grandfathers lost to cancer, who I actually had their initials on my mouth guard tonight, so I would remember them. And with Ryan Harkrode, one of my best friends, going through that process, I wanted to do whatever I could to help ease the process for somebody else.
You're a fine young man.
Thank you, sir.
Proud to interview you.
Thank you very much.
Brandon Ford, thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Good luck the rest of the
way.
way.
I appreciate it.
That's our MSA Center Stage for today.